YouTube. So right here, today we're going to do a blast shield. You saw that from the description, that's why you're watching this video. Right here we're going to use this little standard $5 uh, optics protector. You can order this from Geek or pretty much any uh, kind of air gun store, and it's just a little lens that pops up to protect your optics, whether it be uh, scope or a red dot sight, whatever you choose. But this little piece is interchangeable. It usually comes with two, and you take it right off, as you saw. I did that right there. And we're going to use polycarbonate or Lexan to replace this. Now I'm going to use very simple tools. Right now, as you can see, I have my multi-tool out. I'm pulling out the blade portion, the straight edge portion of it. I'm also going to use the saw portion of it later on. You'll see it off camera. And of course the little Allen key that comes with the eyepiece. And right now I'm going to pretty much make the cut to where what piece I'm going to cut out from under. See, I made a little line to a little lower than what it actually is, because I want that little extra room. I want it to be a little higher up. I already measured it for my weapon, so it's like perfect for protecting my whole face. So I'm going to cut it a little wider to give me a little room for the girth of the weapon. And this is I'm doing this one for my Benjamin Maximus. Benjamin Discovery, Benjamin Maximus, and Marauder are pretty much going to be in the same line when it comes to how thick they are. So right here I'm just doing some scores based on that one little measurement I just did. And this is really in kind of response to a few times where I've shot some pellets that are not soft lead. They were hardened lead, and they fragmented. And, big chunks of them bounced right back at me. And at one time, one actually dug into my skin, so I didn't like that. I know I could just wear gloves for my hands, but my face, I'm not partial to putting on a full face shield whenever I shoot. I put on my eye pro, and eye pro and ear pro when it's applicable, but always eye pro. That's the standard. But the eye pro doesn't protect all of my face, and it's a money maker. So you got to protect the money makers. So right here I'm going to speed it up. I'm just doing the scoring, cutting down what I'm going to cut out, what's going to go around the weapon. And I'm using these shears, these medical shears. You can get them anywhere. These are a little higher precision because I got them issued. And I'm doing the scoring. I'm just doing little cuts right here. I'm cutting away from myself. A couple of them you saw me cutting towards myself. That's just a start. But this right here, I'm really digging into that Lexan. I'm just cutting. And I'm going to cut straight through that first score that I did with the shears. And as you see, I made a straight cut. I'm going to do a few more cuts with the shears after I do some more scoring. Long ways with this. And then once I do that, this is just going to snap right off. See? So right now I'm peeling off all the film. And this portion I can't fast forward through. I have to show you in real time. I'm getting that eyepiece again, and I'm going to do a couple little marks with the shears where the screws go, so I get the right spacing. I'm going to cut into these using the saw portion. Not the saw portion you see right there. I'm going to start off with that one, but I'm going to go with the wider saw portion of another multi-tool that I have. I should have started with the other one, but this is the one that I first saw on my bench, so that's the one I grabbed. And I'm just going to start fast forwarding through all this again. All I'm doing is cutting through this with the saw portion. Like I said, I started off with that skinnier one, but that wasn't doing it. So I went to the wider one, that it made things go by 100 times faster. And I'm doing most of this off camera because my camera did slip a little bit down, and I didn't really notice it when I was in the middle of it. But you're not missing much. What I'm doing is I'm cutting into the marks that I made with the saw piece. That's it. So bear with me. We'll see some more of the footage in a little bit, but for now just the explanation will do. So as you can see, putting down that piece, I'm getting the other piece of the other multi-tool that I have to cut into it, and it's just speeding things up so much. I'm using the straight edge to do a little fine tuning because I'm trying to fit that piece. You see the two little indentations, and I'm just right now I'm just widening it because that those pieces that I cut out with the saw bit wasn't wide enough. So I'm just making the cuts a little wider so I can fit those two screws around it. But I'm keeping them in the exact same spot. I'm just making them wide. The opening's just a little bit wider. You want to be careful. You don't want to make them too wide because then you'll have to get some washers to fit it. Now this piece of Lexan is just a slight bit thinner than the little piece that came with the optics protector, but it didn't make a difference because those screws still tighten down all the way. And right here I'm gonna get the Allen key, wrench it all down, and then I'm gonna go to the back patio there, and I'm gonna attach the blast shield to the weapon, and it'll be right where you saw the right where I used to have the original eyepiece. So here it is. My whole face is protected right here. I mean, granted, I probably could use some little more lower protection right here, but this is like perfect right here. My whole face, my forehead, down to my chin, 100% protected by this right here. I know it's a little floppy, but it's okay. It's okay if it has a little give. It's not going to bend so far that a little pellet pass by and get me in the eye or anything like that. And I can still see the target very clearly. I can polish the end of it if I need to. But look at that blast shield. Bam. Now I might go forth and make like a small metallic frame for this blast shield, but for now this works just fine. Polycarbonate is what bulletproof glass is made out of. This is Lexan polycarbonate, and it is thick enough to withstand a standard 177 round lead. It'll just bulge. It won't go through from 5 meters. It can take that from 5 meters. I've done 5 meter tests, a 10 meter test, and a 30 meter test, and even at 5 meters, a standard break barrel 177 won't go through. So I doubt that a ricochet from a 22 or 177 will have enough power to break through that right there. So this is great. Now I have something to protect my whole face. I don't have to worry about it. I'm still going to wear eye pro, but I don't have to worry about a piece of lead flying back at me and getting me in the face, because I'm not going to wear a whole face shield. Now I don't have to. And this thing is you can swap it back for left or right-handed. All you got to do turn this out till it falls over, switch it around, do the same thing, put it back on. Now for your left-handed shooters, see, same thing. Bam. Now it's on this side. I hope you enjoyed that build. Keep shooting.